Good morning, kindergartners. Happy K is for Kindness Day. Today we're just going to do a little math review on writing our numbers 1 through 20. So I thought I would just go ahead and write the numbers 1 through 20 with you. If you want, you can do them with me on the video to practice, and then afterwards I want you to see if you can do it all on your own. You can use paper in your house, or you can go outside and use chalk. You can do it any way you want. But if you can, remember to take a picture and send it to Miss Paula, Mrs. D, or me so we can see your great work. Let's get started. So the first one is a number 1. And if you remember from the beginning of the year, we had that nice song 1 through 10. So we know that we come straight down and that is all. 1 is nice and simple. It's just a little line. Next, we're going to go ahead and make a 2. Curve around and slide to the right. Make sure your 2 is facing your 1. Otherwise, it's backwards. And we're trying the best we can not to have any backward numbers right now. Next is we're going to make a 3. Curve in and around again. Another way I like to remember the 3 is backwards C, backwards C. That's the way we make a 3. So remember, if your 3 has a C that's facing forwards, that's not the correct way to make it. Make sure your 2 C's are backwards for your 3. Time to make a 4. Down, over. You have to pick up your pencil or your pen when you make a 4. Down some more. Okay, so that had 2 different pen strokes in it. Down, over, like an L, and then down some more was your second one. Let's make a 5. When I make a 5, I really like to remember the tune because otherwise my 5 ends up backwards sometimes. So we go down, around, then we put on the hat. Sometimes if you make the hat first, your 5 ends up backwards, and that's no good. So that's why when we sing our song, we go down, around, and then we put on the hat. That will help you from ever making it backwards. Let's move on to our 6. Curve around and curl it up. So that's only 1 movement. Sometimes I see 6s drawn like this, and you have to be careful because it looks a little bit like a letter B. If we make sure that we do it in 1 solid movement, curving in and curling it up, we can make a 6 every time. Next is the 7. We're going to slide to the right and slant it down. So we're going to make sure that we're sliding and slanting. If we do the slide first, our pen is in the right place for the slant so that our 7 is not backwards. The next one is an 8. And 8's great because it can't be backwards. It's the same both ways. Start with an S. Nice letter S. Make an S. And then close the gate. Now I know a lot of you like to make your 8s like this, but did you know that actually takes longer because I had to pick up my pen to make the second circle. In this 8, make an S and close the gate. It was 1 smooth motion. So that will actually make you faster. Let's go ahead and make our 9. Now when we make the 9, make a circle, then a line. So make sure the circle happens first and the line goes on the outside. So your 9 is faced the right way. Just like a 2 and a 3, they are all going to face to the left. Okay, and let's go ahead and make a 10. Come straight down, just like the 1, then make a 0. When you make a 10, the 1 comes first because that shows you there is 1 10 frame and 0 extra. There's your number 1 through 10. I'm going to erase my board so we can do 11 through 20. All right. Now 11 through 20s are fun because they are just going to go ahead and show us our 1 10 and some extra. So 1 10 and 1. 10 and 1 make 11. On to the 12. 10 and 2. 10 and 2 make 11. Now I'm going faster on these because we've already practiced the numbers 1 through 10. So we know how to make all these numbers. I just want to make sure that you know the 10 is coming first. Okay? 10 and 1, 10 and 2, 10 and 3 for 13. Okay, remember that 10 is first. 10 and 4. Do you see my 2 pen strokes on that 4? 10 and 5. I made sure to put the hat on last so it wasn't backwards. 14, 15, 16. Now, when I say the teen number, 16, you hear the 6 first. So it can get a little confusing when you write it, but just think about it this way. 16 is 10 and 6. Remember that 10 needs to go first. Otherwise, it looks like a 61. And that's way too many right now. 16, 17, 10 and 7, 10 and 8 makes 18. 10 and 9, there's 19. And now look, 10 and 9 extra. I know when I have 9, there's just 1 more to get to 10. So how will I make the 20? When I get to 20, I have 2 10s. 10, 20. So my first number isn't a 1 10 anymore. It's a 2 10 or 20. 2 10s and 0 extra, 20. All right, kindergartners, I hope you got a good chance to practice your numbers 1 through 20 with me. Remember in your teens that your 10 goes first, and when you get to 20, you have 2 10s, 10, 20. Go ahead and practice this on your own. I want to make sure all your numbers, like your 2s and your 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, and 9s, are faced the right direction. Remember to take a picture when you're done.